So I'm back here at the coves today. I think it's like October 8th or 9th, so kind of in the transition stage now from summer to fall. So we're going to change up the tactics a little bit today. Last time I went with a lot of Senkos, jigs. Today I think I'm going to try going up with some swim baits, crankbaits, and find some of these fish that are chasing the bait fish in here. And hopefully we can get into some bigger ones today. So to start off the day today, I'm going to be throwing this 3/8 ounce swim bait head. I'm going to be pairing that up with some Kitech white swim baits. I love the paddle tail design on these. It has a really great action on it. Hopefully we can catch some of these fish that are chasing bait fish in here, because that's most definitely what they're going to be feeding on in this transition period. We're kind of the beginning of fall here. I headed down to the water now after getting rigged up, and look at this swim bait, folks. That is like the worst rig job ever on a swim bait, I'm pretty sure. Look at that tail, it's like split open now. I mean, I guess it looks injured. These things aren't cheap either, so I think I'm gonna have to throw it around for a little bit, but if it's not doing well, I might have to put a new one on there, unfortunately. That is how not to rig up a swim bait right there. Great example. To start off, I'm throwing two pretty similar things. Got the little swim bait there, and then on this one I'm throwing a fluker. The fluker is better for grassier situations when you want to pull it through a bunch of weeds and moss. But around any wood or cover or in some deeper water, I'll be throwing the swim bait here. So I'm going to come back up in this cove. It's got a little bit of a mossy covering on it today. Haven't seen that before, but nothing too thick. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's still got a pretty solid action on it, so I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. I really love the paddle tail design. Really gives it a nice lifelike action, and it moves a lot of water too, especially when you're fishing murky water like this where there's low visibility. That paddle tail will really help those fish locate it and hone in on your bait. Ooh, already had a bite, I think. Ooh, look at that. Already had a bite, and that awful rigging job, look at that, it just took the tail right off. Ooh, got snagged. Thought I had a big bite there, but it's actually just a snag. Maybe a tree. Not quite sure what this is. Come on. There we go. First spot wasn't working out so well, so I came around the corner here, and I'm gonna fish back up in this other cove. I know there's usually some fish down here. I know there's some submerged cover down around here. Hopefully we can draw one out with this swim bait. Oh, it's like a plastic bag. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh god. This is sketch. Alright, now we're good. Man. Well, I learned my lesson about throwing a swim bait back up in a shallow cove like that. I'm probably gonna throw the fluker back up in there now. That was nasty. Water's actually pretty cold, which is definitely a good sign. These fish should be feeding up pretty heavily, getting ready for winter, but hasn't seemed to be the case so far. So after that event, I'm gonna switch it up, go with the fluker now. Oh god, that was awful backlash. Going with the fluker now, because with the fluker you can actually Texas rig it and it'll be weedless that way. That way you probably won't get snagged as much on brush, and I guess in this case plastic bags and newspapers would be the proper term, but whatever's down there, hopefully I won't be getting snagged on it now. Ah, that was awesome right there. I saw my fluker coming up and I just saw it kind of like take off. I knew something had it, but wasn't able to hook him. I think he just grabbed the bottom half of it. He didn't get it all the way up to where the hook was, so Ooh, got one. Here we go. Oh, it's a dink. A little guy. So finally able to get one on the fluker. See you, little dude. Ooh, there we go, got one. Oh, another little guy. Might be a little bit better. Nah, he's about the same size as the last one. It looks like the same exact fish, to be honest. Actually, I think it might be even smaller than the last one. Man, they just inhale the fluker. Even the little guys like this. See, little guy. Ooh, there we go. Got one. Stay down. This one feels, oh no, about same size. On the fluke. Yeah, same size as the last one. Man, I'm just slaying these dinks today. Still have yet to catch a fish over a pound out of here. I've been here a couple, oh my goodness. What was that? I just threw it up into the tree there. Oh my goodness, look at this backlash. Great cast there. Solid work. There we go, got one. I think this one's a little bit better. Am I even recording? Yeah, I'm recording. This one may be a tad bit better, but still not a great fish. But look at how fat that one is. You can definitely tell he's been eating up on some bait fish, but still not a very big one. And he just choked that. Look at that. Not a bad little largie. See you, dude. So I think I'm gonna head on out of this spot. Still hunting for the big one, and I think the dam is probably gonna be my best shot at it, finding one of them. I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up here and head on over there. So here at the second spot along the dam, and this looks way better. Ooh, this looks pretty good. This is a fish. Oh, I think I got one. Got one. Oh, little guy. Oh, wow, he got off. There he goes. Not a very big one, but this is a good sign that I'm getting him. Wow, I wasn't recording. That was kind of disappointing, actually, because I actually saw the fish come up and eat my fluker. My fluker was only like maybe a foot beneath the surface, and I saw this guy come up and hammer it. Once again, another little dink, but I'll take these fish. You know, I'd rather be catching little dinks all day than be getting skunked. Still a lot of fun to come out and catch these little guys. See you, dude. So I'm just gonna keep moving down this bank. I'm trying not to stay in one place for too long. I've actually been really surprised at how shallow the water is by the dam. I figured it'd be a lot deeper up here and it'd be a good place to throw the swim bait, but it's really, really shallow. Ooh, finally got one. Ooh, this is a good one. Finally got into a decent fish now. Here we go. There we go. Nice fish on the swim bait. Wow. Finally found a good one. Finally hooked up with a solid fish. This one might be 1.5 pounds. Maybe close to 2 pounds because he is pretty chunky. Putting him on here. And he is 1.52 pounds, so 1.5 pound largemouth. There we go. Finally, something respectable. And there he goes, ready to go. Awesome, dude.